Hello best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. You guys, we have to talk about this Lizzo and Lizzo, but first Taylor Swift and Beyoncé like drama. Listen, I'm just gonna be very honest with you. Like, either of them are my favorite. Not either of them are my favorite, right? I don't have an issue with them. I think they're both incredibly talented, but some of their fan base, not saying all of them, but some of their fan bases, girl, they're so beyond toxic, and it's always like trying to pit them against each other, which I don't understand that. They're both on massive world tours. I'm talking about fucking stadiums, right? They're both filling out stadiums worldwide. Beyonce star in Europe, Taylor star in US. Now Beyonce's in the US, and some of the toxic fans, not all, there's always some in each fandom, are pitting them against each other, right? And Lizzo, one of my favorites, she got in the middle, girl, and she, in one of, I believe it was like a TikTok, she said,
and I talk about Beyonce's show, don't bring nobody up. Ain't nobody comparing right now. And that's not even on no disrespectful shit. That's on some real shit. That's on, let's keep it a buck. Let's be real. Keep it cute. Keep it cute or keep it mute. That's where I'm at. The show was amazing. The show was more than and nigga, I've seen the clips. I've seen the fucking clips, and this still expectations surpassed.
That she was talking about Beyonce and one thing you should know about Lizzo is that she's obsessed with Beyonce. Like, Beyonce's her like idol, right? And she went to the Renaissance tour. I believe it was in Poland. And she was having the time of her life, right? She was literally living, breathing Beyonce. She was a little tipsy, emotional. Beyonce called her name in the song, like whatever, right? In the Vogue remix of Break My Soul. Amazing, great. Well, listen, Lizzo said that not even the most popular person of today ain't even comparable to what Beyonce is doing. So she mentioned that, I believe it was in a TikTok talking about Beyonce, and fans, of course, went straight to the comment section and, you know, came up with their own kind of solution and said, oh, Lizzo was talking about Taylor Swift. So that caused a bigger, you know, drama between Taylor and Beyonce. And I just have to say, I'm in a fandom as well. You know, I'm in the Britney army and very proud of it, okay? You guys probably, I don't know if you've seen it, but I was on an episode of Jubilee as a Beyonce hater. If you guys want to go ahead and watch that, I'll link it in the description. I basically had to pretend to be a Beyonce hater. In reality, I'm not a Beyonce hater. I am a toxic fan hater. I do have an issue with some of, not all, let me clarify, some of her beehive, like some of the Britney army, like some of Taylor's, like some of Harry's, some of everybody's. There's always that toxic group that brings all the drama. I'm a hater on that, okay? I believe that, hey, you can love this one, I can love that one. But I do remember that, you know, when I was a kid, you know, it was like Britney versus Christina, you know, so I get it, right? I do get that kind of thing. And I was all talking shit about Christina. I was the toxic person in the Britney. I was like, Christina's this, Britney has sold this, Christina has sold this. You know, I was that toxic. Now that I'm older, like, I'm like, girl, whatever, right? But of course, like, so I get it. But like, there's this crazy competition between these two ladies right now. And Twitter is the most toxic place, you guys. Like, Taylor Swift fans and Beyonce fans are just like, well, Taylor Swift sold this much. Well, Beyonce sold this much. Well, in this stadium, Beyonce sold this. And in that stadium, Taylor Swift sold this. Ha, you know what I mean? Anyway, so Lizzo was not under, I mean, yeah, she was definitely getting called out by Taylor Swift fans because they were like, well, you know, Beyonce, da, da, da. You have to understand something. A lot of us fell in love with Beyonce and Destiny's Child, right? I feel like that's my favorite Beyonce is the Destiny's Child Beyonce. I just love Destiny's Child. And I think that obviously Beyonce, she's been around since like 97, 98 when Bills and Bugaboo came out, you know, so she's had a very long career. She has like 15 years on Taylor Swift. So, you know, I do have to say like Beyonce is Beyonce, right? But I also appreciate and respect Taylor Swift Taylor Swift, everything the bitch touches turns to gold. Like she has the Midas touch. Like it's, because here's the thing, Beyonce might not do great in streaming. She does great in tours, but Taylor Swift does great in streaming and in tours. Like it's actually insane, especially with like the Taylor versions and stuff. It's crazy. Let me tell you guys something, okay? I remember when I did the Jubilee video, right, that you guys have to see, right? I remember that the video went crazy. It has like 11 million views already. And I came off, you know, by saying, you know, I think Beyonce should do a little better job by like telling her fans like, hey, if someone doesn't really like me, it's okay. You know, let everyone like whoever they want to like, right? And I just remember the next, like when it aired, like a month after I filmed it, when it aired like a month later or something, for like 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks straight, I was already on YouTube and I received so much hate, you guys. Like the amount of hate. I remember my husband and I, we went to, I think it was like Santa Monica or somewhere like that to get ice cream. We were coming in the car and somebody was stopped at the red light and yelled at me saying, you know, fuck you, Beyonce hater. And I was like, oh my God, I think this is a lot bigger than I anticipated. And I just remember like getting so many hate DMs, so much hatred. And actually Jubilee was seeing all of this hate and they were like, they said, you know, they wrote in their description, like, you know, hey, you guys, please remember to be nice. Please remember this, because I was receiving death threats. Like, people were like crazy. Actually, Jubilee was like, do you want us to remove your social medias? But I guess people found my YouTube channel as well. Also, I was so thirsty. Like, I was reading the comments, and anyone who would say anything positive about me, I would say, thank you. I was literally like their social media manager. No wonder they never called me again, bitch. Because anyone who would say like a nice comment, like, thank you so much. You should follow me here on YouTube. Like, oh my God, so embarrassing. But girl, I'm trying to grow a channel. You know what I mean? So you have to get an opportunity and just run with it. But yeah, you guys, like, I saw a very dark side of the Beyonce fan, and not everyone. I mean, there's a lot of Beyonce fans who understood that this was a game. This is, you know, this was a game. Like, it, you know, was not real. So it was just so crazy, you guys. Like, talking about like fandoms, and I'm sure Taylor Swift was. I mean, Lizzo was like, girl, let me just fix this, because for some time she's getting a lot of hate from Swifties, and I just feel like, I think it's okay to say, I don't like Taylor Swift, I don't like Beyonce, I don't like Harry Styles, I don't like so-and-so. Why does it bother people so much? We don't have to always follow the flocks. We don't always have to follow people. We can have our own identities. And Taylor Swift, Beyonce is probably not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm just so tired of like, you know, people saying that everybody loves her, everybody's obsessed. Like, no, not everybody, boo. Not everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I met this guy, I don't know where, but they were like, do you like Taylor Swift? And I was like, no, not really. Like, I mean, I appreciate some of her songs, but I don't really follow her that much. Girl, it's like I slapped his mom, pushed his grandma down a well, and force-fed them ham. Like, I swear, like, they were so in shock, and I was like, I don't get it. And like after like the Beyonce hate I got, I mean, literally people were trying to like find me. They said if they saw me out, they would beat me up. Like all of these things. And I mean, listen, in my time, yes, I was toxic with Britney, but I never threatened anybody. You know, I would throw a lot of shade to Christina until, I'll never forget, I received a message saying, Sebastian, what you're doing is you're pitting women against women. And that's not correct. And boy, did that wake me up, you guys. I was like, that is so fucking true. And nowadays, like when people say like, you know, what do you think about Britney and Christina? Or, you know, I'm like, Christina has an amazing voice, but you know, my favorite is Britney, but it doesn't mean that Christina's, you know, any less. Before I was like, I'm team Britney, fuck Christina Aguilera. You know what I mean? But not anymore, girl. I feel like it's just like a young thing. You know, I feel like when you grow older, you're like thinking, you know, was it that serious, boo? You know what I mean? But anyways, go make sure to watch Jubilee. Let them know you want me on the next video. I just don't think they'll ever have me again because of all the commotion I caused you guys, I swear. But anyways, I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.